Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for stopping in to tune in Board Gaming. My name is David, and today I bring you MALADUM Dungeons of Enveron, an immersive adventure in a realm of magic. This is the Kickstarter edition, if that wasn't so blatant and in your face. So this was a crowdfunding project brought to you by the company Battle Systems, who have been around quite a bit in the hobby space and gaming space for about 10 plus years now. They're well known for their cardboard pop-up or put together terrain that they got their first start doing a dungeon fantasy collection, which has been reinvigorated and redesigned, and a lot of that content you'll find in this box here, as well as an individual dungeon set that they released to coincide with MALADUM. So, now with that being said, so what is MALADUM? MALADUM is a dungeon crawling, action-adventure, campaign, RPG-esque game that has a lot going into it. A lot of content. It is immersive. It has sort of all the things that you want in a game that you don't want to just necessarily play a one shot. This is, well, you certainly can with this, but once you see the whole thing out on a table, because it brings terrain, it brings miniatures, it brings a very tight rule set that is customizable based on the characters you're playing. But let's see, what is it saying on the box itself? Let's flip this thing over. Let's look what it actually says. Without my synopsis of maybe not getting it all correct. So MALADUM is a fantasy miniatures board game set in the kingdoms of Enveron, a prosperous continent on a distant world. The players control small bands of adventurers seeking their fortune across a detailed 3D gaming area. No glue or paint required. They must venture out from their camp, defeat their enemies, complete the objectives, and get back to safety. That part is vital. More than just a single game, MALADUM's campaign system takes your adventurers through a continuous branching narrative, developing their skills, upgrading their equipment, immersing you in their story. MALADUM is based on the best-selling sci-fi game Core Space. Core Space came before this from Battle Systems, but has been reworked to provide a compelling fantasy experience. How awesome does that sound? Sounds fantastic. And then as you see this picture, you know what? Let's get the plastic off. All right, so let's get this bad boy open. And let me tell you, this is a large and in charge box here. This thing is massive. So let's go ahead and pop off the plastic. Let's get our cellophane off. Let's get into it. Let's dig in. I'm pretty excited because honestly, as soon as I'm done with this and doing the unboxing, we are going to get stuck in. We're going to get some terrain put together. We're going to get into the rule book, and we're going to hopefully, if all goes well, have a fantastic gameplay of it relatively soon. And possibly, hopefully, we get all our cards lined up, a gameplay video for yourselves there at home. All right, so what are you getting here? What's in the box? All right, so 28 miniatures, packed full of miniatures, 9 plastic dashboards, 2 clear acrylic range rulers, 1 token pouch, 7 dice, 79 cards and boards, 140 plastic pegs, over 300 counters and tokens. That's a lot. Tutorial booklet, rule book, campaign book, right? Look at this, a printed neoprene gaming mat and over 170 printed terrain components to build your 3D gaming area. So all the things that you see here are just going to bring this game alive, right? So that 3D terrain is incredibly detailed. It's great from all the pictures I've seen. You'll get to see it here shortly. So 1 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes. I guess that would be determined based on if you have your terrain already put together, obviously. So you're gonna do some prep work, but yeah, quite a bit in here. All right, so let's flip her over, and let me tell you, this is one of the most gorgeous covers for a board game, any game I've seen. I really love the style. This is very immersive. It just sort of it hits right. It's hitting right. And kudos to the artists. At some point, if I find out who that is, I'm gonna definitely give you a shout out. So appreciate that. Okay, all right, let's get this. All right, we're gonna struggle here. Get this bad boy open. Oh, okay. She's off. Look at that. Look at that. That is the neoprene game mat here. That just looks fabulous. Look at this. Look at how detailed all of these squares look. You got a little bit, you've got cracks everywhere. You've got sort of like the underbelly shining through, like maybe that's some fiery lava-esque cracks appearing, bubbling out, bubbling forth. This is beautiful. Now, I'm not going to unfold it completely, but I just want to sort of give you an idea. And it's actually rather thick. Now, I don't know too many companies that throw these in a board game, but this is great. A lot of times you get these just extra, but this comes with it, so. All right. Setting that aside for now. And then, look at this. This is your range ruler that is appears to be an acrylic range ruler. And it comes in this plastic that I am badly trying to open here, just because I want to give you a better shot of... Okay, is there more than one? I think there's a two. Okay, we're gonna get it. Oh, yep, there's two in here. Okay, so take that off. Sorry about that. All right. Yes, that is really cool. And I'm trying to see if I can read the numbers. My bad eyesight. No, it's no numbers. It is just segmented off. So that is your range rulers, and I assume you use these, you know, for this is probably longer ranges. This is your shorter range. Don't know exactly, but we'll find out. So we'll set that aside. Ooh, look at that. That's fancy. That's a. So I believe this token bag will have sort of different things that you'll be able to pull, like whether it's treasure or enemies or things like that. We'll toss that to the side. But definitely high quality. Oh, it feels great. Like, this is a nice pouch. This is a very nice pouch. What a touch. That is definitely a premium. And that is, yeah, like that. Okay. Wow. I don't even know. There's a lot to try and get into here. All right. So, okay. So what you see here is, I think these are sort of set up to, once you have everything, all your components out of the box, these will help you divide the sections and get things put back in after you've started unboxing things. So set these aside for now. Okay. Oh, wow. Lots of, oh, thank you. Now I have these, you know, because I sort of keep them from other games that don't necessarily use them, but plastic baggies to hold all your components, tokens. Yeah, thank you. That's appreciated. Always good to have. And wow, look at that. Look at all the gorgeous stuff here. All right, so let's pop off the tape here. Let's attempt to pop. Good Lord Almighty. That is, and I'll tell you what. Oh, okay. You know what? We're gonna take care of this right here. Okay. I don't know why we didn't do that ahead of time. All right, so that's this. Okay. Oh, we got another one. This is sort of, I think the I don't know the exact term, and I'll find out. But this is going to be tracking events and sort of progress as you're going. It's hard to, you have no clue what this is, but that is what it's supposed to be doing in the game itself. So nice plastic. It's yeah, very firm, and there you go. But there are graphics and things that I believe lay in here. So these are your character trays that you'll have your character with all their stats and abilities and equipment. This sort of reminds me of Zombicide, where they have your plastic tray, your character holders, your cards that you upgrade your characters with. So this is sort of that same. These will be used similarly. So same way, basically. And then you have an additional. These are used for sort of like NPCs or companions, not a major character, but you use them no less, just less sort of tracking, easier to manage. That's sort of what I've gathered with my limited understanding of the rules. All right, what should we get into? There's a lot in here, and my OCD is killing me with this tape. Okay, so So we got cards, more cards. Let's set the cards aside for a second. Okay, so these are going to be the clips that are going to be used for putting together, if I'm not mistaken, the cardboard terrain. So there's quite a few of these in here. This won't make sense to you until you start actually putting together the terrain, but these will slide in between individual pieces and hold them together. And then I've seen videos where everything that you find in here is meant to be put back into the box. So that is awesome. All right, so there'll be sort of a limited breakdown of the box. And this is a dry erase marker because I believe you write on the characters stat-wise. So this is a dry erase marker, very cool. It actually has the MALADUM logo there. You can get that in the, yep. And yeah, just a plain, not want to say plain Jane, it's actually cool art, little nice addition to the game. They could have just thrown in a generic dry erase marker, but they premed it up with you know, the logo of the game and art. So all right, and then where's the notorious silica pack? All right, we won't eat that as we've been told not to. All right, okay, so I awesome miniatures. I want, you know, I kind of want to save those towards the end. But what I'll do here, before that, take this plastic off. We'll set that aside. Now, oh, look at these dice. Okay, so let's break the dice out. Let's take a look. See what kind of dice we have here. And skulls and sort of what appear to be like hit, like, you know, little bursts. So I assume that's sort of hit dice, or like, you know, hits for different weapons, and maybe also based on what kind of equipment you're using. There's a blue and some reds, and then you have this, which I'm not exactly sure. We'll have to see what that is, but I see a sort of skull or zombie-esque skull or face there, and then I see the hands. So we'll have to see what those do. And then this one, a lot of different unique things on here. Looks like directions. So maybe this is sort of helps with the AI component of adjusting things there. So, all right, so dice, I'll put those to the side. And then lots of pegs, as you know, these are for tracking various attributes, skills, status effects on your characters, and then on the game board itself, sort of the, so these will be important, I'm sure. So we got black, blue, green, red, or pink. Okay. Set them aside. All right. Well, cards, miniatures. What, and I think what we're going to see here, I'm going to pull this up just for a second. What we're going to see underneath is going to be the terrain once we get to it. Let's toss this back in here for now. And then let's pop this off. We'll come back to the miniatures. I promise. Coming back to the miniatures. We'll set those aside temporarily. And then I want to open up, what do we have here? All right, the campaign book. This is, wow, pretty robust. It is 8 pages long. So the campaign, just looking quickly, it's going to be a little sort of a, oh, got a little bit of glare there. Try to raise that up a little bit. Apologies. Okay, so of Coin and Glory. So this might be like the first game setup. So here we talk about primary objectives, secondary objectives, and then any special rules, ancient mechanisms. And then here shows you our neoprene game mat that is set up with, see, these are all the walls, all the terrain that you're going to have on top of the individual little pieces that you get to add. And then, yeah, so then you talk about the key items, event cards, search allocation, and then, let's see, there seems to, okay, so that's one. And I'm just going to do a quick page through, and you'll see that there is a lot, and a lot, and a lot of content here as I'm still turning, right? So, holy cow. Holy cow. Yep. This is going to be a lot of gameplay. And then the interlude, all right. And then the quest. Another quest in the back. There's some special rules. Oh, even more. Okay. Look at that. A lot. That's, I don't know how many quests are in. Let me see if we can, is there a table of contents? There's not really a table of contents. So that's okay though. And then on your back here, you have the map key. So telling you everything about what you have to set it up. And then there's an epilogue there. All right. So we'll set that aside over here. And now we will talk about what's next, which we have here. The read you first, right? So this is going to give you an idea of the components. There's the, there's a learn to play. What components you have. So you have your adventurers here. You have your wandering beasts. You have your monsters, different monsters, Lamentors, the Mira, the Rot Troll. That's cool. Hell fonts. All right. It's a terrible font. Hell font. Okay, and so this is going to give you a breakdown of all your components. So as we talked earlier, we have our adventure dashboards. We have our plastic NPC dashboards. Malagant reference card, Dungeons of Enveron campaign logs, Maladar reference cards, the plastic dread tracker. God, we don't want a dread tracker. 50 event cards apparently. These are your combat dice, your revenant die, your magic die, your pegs, and then I guess there's a section for terrain assembly. Token pouch. These are your character. There's 7 adventures that come with this. And then we have 7 class boards. So yes, you have different classes, which is cool, right? So, and it's not necessary. So you can have different classes that I think are sort of customizable by sort of kin or race. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's the case. Entry points, your base camp, because that's the thing. There's a secondary tier to this. It's not just going in and dungeon crawl and that's it. No, there is sort of a going back to a camp, going back to town phase, similar to maybe Shadows of Brimstone. So if you're familiar with that. Yep. And so here you're going to have how to set up, you know, and this is, I assume, is probably your, you know, how you would set up a board, going from the various, you know, component wise, how to lay everything out, and then talks about your adventurers. The cool thing about, yeah, if you see this, the terrain is searchable. So you would put a item or token randomly in these chests and crates, and it creates a really cool sort of, you know, not just pulling a card. You're actually you have to go to the terrain piece. You have to, you know, open it up, and then it's sort of a cool little, like, oh, what did I find here? I do think it's really just immersive. I like that. So searchable terrain. So, all right, keep going, keep talking. All right. So the journey begins. There's the dread. So this is just talking about the phase of the game. So it's going to walk you through the steps, the adventure phase, the adversary phase, and then they're talking about all the different actions here that you can take during those various phases. Yeah, and this is sort of, it was taking you like round 2, so it was taking you through sort of an example gameplay. So very cool. This is fantastic. Great art, but also great, everything is captured so that you're, you know, there sometimes you get based on the board games, you get sort of not, you know, you'll get a lot of walls of text, and I like the fact that they don't have just walls of text. You have really good graphics spread throughout to sort of give you an idea of what, you know, what components you need, and then how those components are interacting. So fabulous there. Okay, round 3. Yeah, so going through this is sort of the example play, and then yeah, round 4. Over to you, learning the game. That's cool. So that is the read this first. I like that. So you can get right into the game. And then on the back here, we have Beyond the Vaults. Okay. So This expansion of MALADUM takes the game beyond the vaults of Enveron in the starter set and allows you to get creative. The Battle Systems Dungeon and their other terrain expansions are required to use this set. That's cool. Right, so not only do you have what comes in the base game with the book that we opened up first, you have this, which is going to expand upon their other terrain that you can add and get, and even it looks like there's various different rules associated with the different terrain pieces. This is sort of really cool because you can create, from what I can tell, you could just create your own sort of adventures, right? So, oh, look at this. This is... Oh, wow. This is big. There's a lot here. And yeah, they have mine carts. They have whole other terrain sets, and just what a cool amount of extra stuff that you can add. Like, look at that. That multi-tiered, multi-level dungeon terrain looks gorgeous. I do have this new base set. I will unbox it at some point. I will probably unbox it maybe today at some point to start putting it together. But then here, okay, so talking about your maps and then how many are in your party. So 1 to 2 parties. And then it's talking about, so you can randomly roll up your adventure, right? So special rules. Oh, this is neat. Okay, so, and then they're talking about different, so like skirmish, showdown. So this is, you could actually, this is almost like you could use it as a skirmish type, I assume, it's almost like a skirmish type game in itself as well. So if you wanted to bring a couple different warring parties or different groups together and then go at it within the rules that I'm looking here. Oh yeah, look, so you've got the different map setups, map A, map B. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look how, that's huge. That is vast. Map D, that's using, looks like 2 of those 2x2 neoprene mats. Map C, oh my goodness, look at this. This is a lot. MALADUM on location, the ruins of ancient Karstad. Primary objectives, secondary objectives, special rules. Wow. Stealing only. So these are like, looks like individual storied missions possibly, or extras. Oh yeah, this is cool because this is incorporating that dungeon minecart terrain. Oh, this is cool. Oh, there is a lot here. Oh, look, they have lava tiles. That is very cool. Now a lot of this stuff does not come with it. None of that, none of this, I believe, comes with this. This would be all extra things that you can pick up from Battle Systems. Gilded Cage, yeah, there is a lot of content here. Holy cow. Beyond the Vaults. All right, there you go. Oh my God, we're still going. Another book. Oh yeah, this is the actual rule book, and it's hardbound. Holy cow. I didn't realize that was going to be a hardbound book. Deluxe rulebook. Check this out. This is fantastic. Man, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Colin Young, he is the founder, I believe, of Battle Systems, and he's put out some incredibly amazing games and game terrain and it all, just what a great guy. And I've seen interviews with him. He's just down to earth. He is just and just in my mind, just a genius with some of his designs. So here, talking about your game overview, okay, so here's your at least this has a table of contents going through the actual rules. Anything from concepts, adventure dashboards, setting up, ending a quest, order of play, adventurer phase, NPC activation, adversary phase. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Oh my, wow. Okay, and apparently not a small book, no less. So it's, the index is on page 160. So this is a lot, right? So, and we'll just do a quick flip through here, but can you imagine how much fun you're going to have? There is so much going on here. But not in a bad way, right? So, because sometimes games get busy, but this just looks, you know, if you're sort of into dungeon crawlers, I think this is hitting on a lot of things. Hero Quest, this is hitting on, you know, any sort of more detailed. I don't know why I said Hero Quest, but I guess Hero Quest would be more simplistic. But no, just a lot more immersive, right? More sort of customizable. Melee attacks, ranged attacks, blunders, blast attacks, traps. Oh, gosh, knockbacks. Oh, persuading. So we're even talking about, like, you know, getting, hey, come join us, or, you know, we need some help. That's so cool. Reviving characters, ending a quest, right? Skills. Man, I wish I'd opened this up 2 weeks ago so I could have, you know, but like I said, you know, I wanted to sort of unbox this and get this out there. There's other unboxings of this. That's fine, but I'm doing my own, right? So magic, there's a whole magic system, spells. Oh my gosh, casting spells, magic items. Yeah. Okay, unsanctioned Maladar. And Maladar, I think, are like your mages, right? So losing control, corruption, forbidden magic die. NPC activation. Man, this artwork. Look at the artwork too. This looks good. NPC AI action chart. Very cool. Because that's the thing. If you want to play solo, you can play just like one character, but then have a few like NPCs hanging out with you. Or you can play multiple characters, right? So I think there's those revenants. They look creepy and cool. Adversary phases, talking about the enemy phase, basically. NPC phase. Wandering beasts, right? We gotta have wandering beasts. Oh, look at this. Terrain. So talking about the terrain, the walls, the doors. Oh, other types of doors. Look at that. It's almost like a vaulted, like an opening of a vault. Hidden door. Oh my lord, there is so much cool stuff going on here. Prison doors. Oh. So like, you know, like really, and I've said it about a million times now, but immersive. Like this is sort of like, you know, just getting there into the thick of things. Weapons racks, bookcases, searchable terrain. It's all, you know, tombs, Arcanist desk. I mean, portable crates, war room. That's cool. Loot piles. Oh, this looks neat. Oh, it just keeps going. Tapestries, drapes, wells, levers, wheels, artisan, gongs. All right, so if you haven't already paused this video and aren't looking for this game right now, what is wrong with you? I don't know what to say. I would be. If I was watching this right now, I'd be like, okay, where can I find this? If you want to know, I have seen it. I think they're out right now, but I know Miniature Market, where I tend to get a lot of my stuff, does have it for a nice price. It was a very for the price, I think, and the content you get, it's a good price. I think less than $100. So yeah, keep going. Minecraft, right? Hoppers. Oh yeah, all right. Mining lift, lava flows, sewers. Wow. Yeah, so this is definitely very, like, they're gonna, obviously this is intended to, you know, utilize all the terrain from all their sort of designs over the years, and a lot of their stuff is being revamped. So other rules, rough ground, and I don't think you're going to have to read this entire thing before, just because, as you know, there was a quick start, so you can get, and as you want to add more to it, you'll be able to pull from the book here. So darkness, moving object, or pull from whatever extra rules and extra terrain pieces you want to add. We've got companions, hiring companions, using companions, advancement. Ah, yes, because we want to gain experience, right? Apprentices. Oh my gosh. NPC masters. In some quests, companions may interplay under the control of an NPC. Oh, companion will activate. Okay, interesting. Companion abilities. And look, they have painted up miniatures in the dungeon terrain set itself to show you. Guess what? This is how cool it looks, right? So. All right. Multi-level gaming, right? So climbing, falling, jumping, scramble, thinking in 3D, elevation, line of sight, and cover. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is I think this also might be a skirmish gamer's wet dream here. No, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I'm saying. Like it is. I think there's a lot for anybody in the gaming sphere for this type of game, right? So I think this is sort of reaching out to a bunch of different audiences. Assembling your party, your class boards, veteran parties, recommended party. Oh, okay, I like that. Base camp board, and then here we go, quests, and then how we saw that earlier. So the quest structure, the introduction, objectives, special rules, setup, consequences after the game. Nice. Oh, that's scary looking. I don't know if that's that rot troll, but that's cool. All right. Difficulty. Oh, look, yeah. Value of your adventurers. So, like, you know, depending on like how advanced they are, will be sort of how much, you know, maybe how difficult things can be, as well as how to sort of balance things out. So, oh my gosh, renowned side quest, rules of replayability. Yeah, there's a lot going on. And I feel really bad for this guy right now. This sort of goblin bunny-esque looking creature. Yeah, it looks like he's not having a good day. So, hidden locations, concealed rooms, trap doors, mini boss, and oh my lord! All right, I know I've said that a lot too. And then here we talk about campaign. So between games, post game sequence. So there's the escape, advancement, market. Next you get to head into town to buy and sell equipment, even hire new party members, ready for the next quest, and then resting. Sweet. Yeah, look at this. Look at this art piece. This is good. We got firearms. I like it. We got, like, you know, black, you know, hopefully, you know, flintlocks, cool little Occubus. I don't know. Left 4 Dead. All right, permanent character. Oh, ventures lost permanently following the escape phase are removed from your party. Their character board may appear again in the future. Market phase. Board may appear again in the future. Okay. It's unlikely that every member of the party is permanently lost. You are out of the campaign and must start for. Ooh, well, let's hope that doesn't happen, right? So. Oh, he's cool. He almost looks like what's that movie? He looks like one of the aliens. You know what I'm talking about. The Fifth Element. Doesn't he look like one of those guys? Yes, he does. Anyway, so advancement phase, ranks, earning experience, spending experience, leveling up. Looks like up to 5th level, right? Then you talk about your market phase. Oh my gosh, Artisan's Guild, collecting resources. Oh, cool. That's neat. Oh, textiles, riches, herbs, fungus, minerals, Celtic steel, gram ore, powdered drakenbone, ison oil, serpent venom, Allery carapace, sorry, extract of maladite, necrotic fluid. Oh my god, that's so cool. So there's like a crafting element to this. Yeah, crafting items, sweet. Oh man, I had no clue this game was going to be as awesome as I'm reading right now through. So, rest phase, the inn, the wilderness, the next. Okay, all right, mass casualties. God. Advanced rules. You mean okay? There's advanced rules. Oh wow. All right, I'm gonna just sort of get a little bit more through here. Character creation. Oh, designing your character. Nice. Yeah, so you don't have to play just a standard, oh, here's your character and this is what they are, and they won't change by much, right? This is sort of you building a character from the ground up. That's awesome. Oh man, designing quests. Sweet. Yeah. Holy cow. Do they not? Yeah. Gosh, Colin and team, my lord. The lore MALADUM. This is great. I'm incredibly excited. Let me tell you, if you can't tell already. Look, telling you about the world, sort of the different areas of it. Oh my, this is almost like having a Dungeons and Dragons like book, right? This is is getting you into the lore, getting into the various denizens. This is giving you an incredible experience here. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I think all these maybe are like sort of the base characters that they do come with, right? So, and sort of their backgrounds. Yeah, these are, sort of your key players, I suppose, right? My lord. And here's your classes. You have druids. You have the Eudemons, in proximate magic. Magus. In some Maladar, the magic running through their bodies manifests as pure aggression. Oh. Mentors. Paladins. Primorist devote their lives to elemental magic. And then Rooks. Rooks are usually the most gifted of Maladar due to the high level of concentration required for vicarious magic. Oh, cool. Unsanctioned Maladar. Deceiver. Eremite. Warlocks. Ooh. Very cool. Okay, Maladar classes. Assassin, Barbarians, Blacksmiths, Contenders, Curators. Jeez. Sometimes the most unlikely hero is just the hero that's needed. Curators are academics, wise and wisely educated, while their combat skills may not be non-existent and their desire for battle even less. It's their knowledge that makes them invaluable in a quest for legendary artifacts. Nice. Guardians, Maestros. All right. Nice. Maestros are music. Okay, so your bards, ramblers, rangers, rogues, scavengers, sellswords, strategists, swindlers. Oh my god, marksmen. It just keeps going. And okay, now we get to those, so like your monsters section, right? Your different you got the elementors, the Murtas, I think it's Murtas, Hellfawn, the unnamed, human male, age unknown, wandering beasts, Allery, the bloodworm, the cankers. Oh, those are gross. Crag trolls. Ooh, they look cool. Tell me not. This is really good artwork. Really. Drakens, Great Bears, Maladite Golem, Skin Shifter. Ooh. Split Tail Rat, Troglodytes. Oh my gosh, this is the Corruptor, Cursed Chest, Cursed Portal, Cursed Vestiges, Companions and Familiars. Nice. Nin the Pharisee, the Astet the Wise, Rikai the Hunter, I can't pronounce that, the Mule, Miri the Healer. Okay, oh, that was that guy we saw earlier on that other page. Ooh, the Ascendant. Ugh. Yep, don't like him. Magic items, yeah. All right, we're reference spells. I mean, I could keep going on and on. I'm just gonna flip a little bit more. We're almost towards the end. Their skills. There's like leveling up. There is a tremendous amount of advancement and customizing your character, and that is the core book. I guess the core deluxe rulebook. So that's the deluxe rulebook for Maladum. Wow. Holy moly, that is a lot of content. And as you see here, we're just getting into the very bottom here, where we can sort of look at our terrain, and there's quite a few sheets here. Oh, there's a lot of everything here. And, yeah, we haven't gotten to our characters yet, right? So I'm gonna take the box off the screen. We haven't even gotten to our miniatures yet. You've been sitting here watching me ramble, as I tend to do. I'm just trying to pop this open if I can. All right, let's break the knife out. Let's break the knife out and get this going. So, all right, let's put this up. Cut ourselves. Okay. Unbelievable. All right, that is out. All right, so as you can see here, these are different dungeon walls, right? So doorways, different walls. Look how good that all looks, right? Color just pops. I mean, it's what you expect from a dungeon. Double-sided, right? Yeah, right. Double-sided, looking great. You got different water seeping through the grates, different sort of areas that are you know, like vines growing through, or there's light coming you know, through the cracks. You know, like sort of hidden area behind this broken up wall. And then you have sort of I don't know if these pieces are maybe pillars or something like that. I mean, we're gonna find out because we're gonna put all this together. Not right now, but so looks like another similar sheet to the first. All right. Not seeing many variants. Oh, they're a little bit different, I think. No, okay, no, it's about the same. You got our little, our poor soul that was probably chained here. You got the, well, that could be blood or that could be sort of rust. And then, all right, you got a third sheet of walls, right? Because you're gonna have a lot of walls, right? You know, you have a 2x2, you got to fill it up. So, and these look like openings, right? So these are sort of a archway, maybe, depending on how you look at it. Okay. Maybe not an archway. Maybe it's just broken through the wall. You've got your torches, and then I see some pillars. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot going on here. There's just a lot of cool. Yeah, I mean, and this is going to take a little bit of time for you to set up, like get all your, because some of the pieces will be permanent. Some of them you'll be able to tear down because you're not going to want to permanently fix them, because based on the, you know, the quest or part of the campaign you're in, it will change the type of walls and terrain that you're going through. So some of it will, like things like that you see right here, which I can see like are elements of chests and crates. It looks like a pit trap, right? I don't know if you can see that. Different, yeah, like see the little cool little weapons here that I assume maybe get placed on a weapons rack. There's this lever here. And what I'll do is once I start getting into this, I'll film some of the terrain that I build. That way, give you an idea of how easy they go to. Hopefully, they go easy, go together easy. And from what I've seen, the videos, it's good. It's for the most part rather, you know, you're using super glue and you just, you know, simple instructions and, you know, nothing too fiddly, right? So another set. Looks like about the same as the first sheet. Hopefully you're seeing that okay. Right. And then we get to, looks like a well. It really stands out too. The well, and there's sort of a, I don't know what that is right there. Maybe a broken sort of hole in the floor. Webbing, or oh no, I'm sorry, that's looks like skeleton, or like bodies or bones, I think. This is like, it looks like a pendulum almost, like hidden in the wall, so like a bladed trap. And then just, you know, like sort of short walls, and this looks like a broken sort of like plank, you know, going across something. Oh, like almost like a bridge. Yeah, like a bridge that you're going to be able to cross. Again, all double-sided, obviously, to keep it immersive. Yeah, look at this one. This one's cool. I love the art on these. Like, they're really, really good. And these aren't too thick, right? So, like, I mean, it's sturdy, but it's not, you know, it's not going to, you know, it's not going to be hard to put together. Yeah, there's different chests, different objects. So this would be fit into the bottom of a chest to show you like there's treasure and weapons and loot in there. And then you've got sort of your gears here attached to the, you know, so whether it's a wall or contract, you know, you can, you know, interact with it by pulling a lever. And then there's like a brazier here with some fire. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff on here. All your doors, yep, you can have doors that open up in and out, obviously. More wall-mounted torches. more secret openings, more chests, more crates, more doors. And yeah, holy Lord, that's okay. So that's your terrain. That's going to be quite a bit, right? Enough to really get you into the game itself, to really sort of pull you into the world and create this 3D environment where you get to interact with an amazing game system, from what I can tell right now. I don't know. I mean, you know, that'd be real sad if it was a stinker. The videos I've seen, it's not, right? So let's get this next one open here. These are going to be your characters. Well, it looks like various groups of NPCs, characters, and probably baddies. So let's pop this open. You're like, holy cow. Yep. There's a lot. You know, this is not something that, you know, this is not for the faint of heart. But I'll tell you what, if you're into dungeon crawlers, as I am, and if you're into role-playing games and sort of campaign games, as I am, this is probably up your alley. So, okay, first things first, let's pull this up so we get a little bit better view. So this is the various starting characters. Like, these are some characters that you can select instead of creating your own, which it's probably easier to get into the game, right? So customizing characters, creating characters is alternative. But yeah, look, so obviously your different abilities, your different stats, they are different. So that, you know, humans, we have humans, and I'm looking, this is an Ormum? I don't know if it's almost like an orc-like character, if you can see that. Yeah. Orman. You have a Grobbler. Sorry. We can see that. Oh, a little bit too close. Can we get... No, okay. You get the point. All right. And then... Okay, so here are the classes. I see Barbarian, I see Assassin, Sellsword, Rogue, Rook, Primordist, Ranger down here. And so they'll start with different abilities. You know, you can see right here, they have different starting abilities, they have different skills. Nothing's the same. And then on the back side, you've got sort of maybe a more... Maybe that's the... So I see... Yeah, I'm trying to look here. So I see... I'm trying to see their stats here. So all of them are going to start with different stats and abilities. And... Yeah. Very cool. All right, so that's the first one. All right. And then we're going to go here to our monsters and our, you know, roaming baddies. A lot of cool things. And honestly, it sort of has a nice sort of, not a texture, but like a nice clear, well, not like almost gloss coat to these. Which, you know, not too distracting. Yep, your different monsters. And then up here, what is this thing? Sorry. This. Okay, search storage. Oh, so this is your like your party's sort of tracker here. Okay. That's cool. As you see, everything's double-sided, so more tokens. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah. And so this is sort of what I was getting at. So like you have, see, like these little weapon icons, these will fit on your character tray here, right? So different weapons that you can find, also that you can, these may be stashed in different treasure chest or you know, caches of weapons, items, potions, spell, you know, like spell, you know, books, things like that, artifacts. Yeah, there's a lot. There's little apples, you know, shields. I mean, it's basically an RPG brought into a miniature game world. Okay, and so then on this side, you don't necessarily know what it is until you sort of search it, find it, pick it up. Oh wow, this is really cool. Really cool. I mean, there's a lot to it. I mean, I'm not, I'm just sort of scratching the surface here. So a lot of different tokens. Oh my lord, a lot of different tokens. But they all look good. Like it's not. They're bright. They stand out. I just based on what I'm seeing, probably the iconic. I can't say that word, David. Iconography is very. It looks very easy to discern. Yeah, portals. Now I'm looking at these. What are these supposed to be, like? Shadows or what was left? I don't know. I don't know what these are. So like maybe it's like when you see someone or they're invisible. That's I don't know. It could be all kinds of things. Potions, little fire emblems, blood tokens. Yeah. Oh wow! Guess what? More characters. More characters. More choices. More character classes. Sellsword, Strategist, Guardian, Rook, Rambler. And they're all, it's such a unique cast of choices, right? I think anyone playing this is going to find something that appeals to them. More items. Holy do you see yeah, well, now that I'm looking at it, I hope there was more bags, because now there's just so much. It's gonna take me all night to get all these punched. That's okay. I shall accept my fate. Lots of sellswords, blacksmiths, curator. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce things. Yeah, all right. Oh my lord. Another sheet of weapons, items, tokens, spells, equipment. So cool. All this stuff is so cool. Alright, and you're like, okay, as I said, if you haven't already, you better go grab this game. I think it's going to be super popular if it's not already. I am going to, man, I'm going to dig in tonight. I'm telling you, this is incredible. And what I might also do, because I paint miniatures, but not as many as I would like. This may be the set that I paint completely for a board game. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of cool monsters on here. A lot of cool items. I don't want to find the Great Bear unless he's a friend of mine. We got, spit-tail rats? We don't want to mess with them. We don't like rats. No one likes rats. Light came on over here. Go back. Last sheet of tokens. As you see, just so much. There's so much here. There you go. All right. That is all, I believe, the cardboard for right now. That's a lot. That's a lot of cardboard. That's a lot of tokens. That's a lot of terrain. We haven't even gotten to the miniatures. We got cards. We got cards next, and I'll probably just do a quick flip through on these. Nothing too crazy, because I do want to get to the miniatures here at the end. I don't want this to go too long, but I want you to be entertained. I want you to see what is in here, because there is cards are a little bit thinner than I want, but they're yeah, I'd sleeve them. I will probably sleeve them. So, what do we have here? All right, so let's all the same side. I mean, they're all okay. So I didn't know if they're gonna break it up by what they were. Okay, so we have different. Oh, okay. So these are like oh, these are different events. These are like event cards. Wow. Holy cow. There's a lot. There's a lot of events. Oh my lord. I think these are event cards. Wow. Wow. Do you see this? That's... Oh, sorry. I'm scary there. Dropped all my... That... Yeah. That's a lot. Holy cow. Look at... I don't know. Obviously, it's in the rulebook somewhere, but... Yeah. Those are all event cards. And then... Let's open this last sealed package here. All right, this are okay. So there's a lot of glare there. Hold on, I have to bring my. Oh, that didn't help. Lord, this is really fine print. Like it's really fine print. I can't kind of give you a good shot, but yeah. So this is NPC actions, status effects. This is your flow chart for NPC actions. And these are your very quick reference. There's a lot. They've crammed a lot into these cards, these reference cards. Holy, as you can see, there's quite a few of these. Now, I don't know if it'd be easier to, honestly, it'd be easier in my eyes to like read the rules, but maybe you just sort of pull these as needed to reference, because yeah, these are okay, look, these are okay. So these are also the different character classes. So assassins, barbarian, blacksmith. So that's sort of like your cheat sheet for your characters. Creator, deceiver, druids. Yeah, okay, all right, well, I like that. Right, there's a lot. Ramblers, rangers, rogues, scavengers. Okay, there we go. And then oh yeah, there were some that I mixed in. Okay. All right, those are your character. So yeah, so if you're playing, this would be handed out to each person to, so that they can understand what kind of character they're playing. So I like that. Okay, I do like that. All right. And then we have these that I don't know what these are. Hidden seam, archive, sewer entrance, refuge. So maybe, okay, so different editions maybe, or different, talking about the different terrain pieces. Okay, so if maybe you want a random dungeon. Oh, okay, so maybe that's sort of, oh, I get this. Maybe that's what it is. So like maybe it's sort of putting together a random scene, a random adventure by using these cards here. Okay. Oh yeah, and then also play. So maybe this is more in line with the skirmish as well, or the choosing a mission, and then these are sort of the missions. Okay. There's probably more to it than that, but I don't want to like, there's a lot to this game that I can tell already. So you're going to spend some time reading and trying to playing and getting reps to try and understand all the nuances of the game. So all right. That is mostly unboxed. However, we need to come back to show you the miniatures. So give me 1 second. And like MALADUM magic, we have the miniatures. Okay. There we go. This is the base set miniatures. I've set aside, they came in 2 plastic bags, extra miniatures that would fit in these 2 slots here. But I figured what I would do is just show you what comes in the base set. And then if we want, we can sort of just throw some of the extras that came in with the Kickstarter version, just to give you an idea what that would entail. However, here we are. So these are the characters. So our adventurers, we've got those. The red miniatures are wandering beasts, and then the revenants are anything in the gray plastic. So well, let's pull out this bad boy, because he has sort of, this rot troll has sort of garnered my attention. And look how incredibly grotesque and awesome he looks. I mean, if you're gonna paint, this guy is gonna be fun, and as gory as you want to make him. If I can keep him in the shot here, pretty good looking miniature. This is, yeah, I like it. I think it's got so much character, so much flavor, and you can make it as visceral as you want. So he looks really cool. And then these they're called cankers. I don't know if you can see them. Sort of like a little crab-like monster here. And I'm really trying. It's really hard to get a good, there we go, sort of focusing. Autofocuses. Yeah, sort of crab, spider-like critters. I'm sure they will be pests and annoying, and hopefully not too terrible to deal with. But so 4 different sculpts for the, or at least 4 different miniatures for this. This feller here is a troglodyte. That is right, we have troglodytes. And he's got 4 arms. And really cool because he's underneath his arm here, he's got a chest and a book, and this one arm's holding a pot. And then on the back side, you can see he's got a club with a big spike coming through it. Yeah, in fact, jeez, get in focus there. The 2 arms are holding that. Jeez, okay, that's terrible. Camera, get in focus. There we go. Maybe. There you go. Anyway, so there's our troglodyte. And here we go with our Draken. Almost like a muscly, like, demon rat. I don't know. Like, he's got, like, big forearms. And that red plastic's really... Man, that's really... There we go. I was gonna say the plastic is got a shine to it from the lights. There you go. Yeah, so pretty cool looking. Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna be pretty tough. Don't know yet, but we'll find out. Set him aside, and then we'll go ahead and pull out. I guess our this one right here is Hellfonts. This is one, and then the other. Oh, sorry. These are 2 Hellfonts. Almost like mole-like looking creatures that maybe show up through the ground. I have no clue. I have no idea. Yeah. Almost looks like a Demogorgon. I don't know. But really, I mean, they are pretty, like, there's a lot going on here. Like, he's got some sort of... Oh! I don't even see that. Like, he's got, like, some kind of container. Oh, like, and, like, it's, like, embedded in his back. Do you see that? Holy cow. That looks cool. There's the other one, sorry. I think we finally got where we can get the best view. There you go. Hey, he's cool. Oh, alright. So we gotta deal with these folks. Nope, I don't know where they went. We're gonna try and find, there we go. Okay, and then we've got here, where are they? These, I think there's 3 of these, but I'm just gonna top out at least 2 of them. These are your Miria, which I don't know much about yet, but they're sort of, they've got like weapons sort of embedded into their bodies, or they've sort of molded with the, maybe where they fell, and or maybe they're just reanimated. I'm not sure, but they look cool. Slightly terrifying. But definitely gonna look like they'd be fun to paint up as well. So there we go. So we got those 2. Actually, it's 3 of them, but yeah, I think the 3rd one's up here. Is the 3rd one. Ah, yeah. Very cool. Oh yeah, look at all this skulls on the back there. It's got a chain hanging down. Some sort of like twisted vine with like a blade. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. So it's gonna be fun to pick some of that stuff out and identify it and see how to capture. And then we can go over our adventures here. We'll start with this little fella, who I think is cool. His name is Greet. I like this. He's almost like a goblin-esque character here. But what I really dig about him is this. Look at his backpack. Look at the adventuring pack, or maybe this is just sort of an accumulation of things that he's pilfered while going through, the dungeon here. It's just so, yeah, I really like this sculpt. Probably one of my favorites for the adventurers. And then let's grab this one. This is Morana, I think. Is this Morana? Yeah, I believe this is Morana. And she looks really cool. She has a very sort of like almost, and she's probably casting a spell here, or who knows? She's like, stop, you know. But she's got a very cool spear, sort of glaive on the back there. Really neat. And who's next? Oh, let's see. We have Baron. Baron. Big staff. Sort of wizard-esque. I don't know if he's a druid or wizard. Or, you know, Maladum, I don't know. Maladar. But yeah, that's going to be fun to paint up, right? And then we have... I'm just going to try to find... Oh, this... Actually, I like this guy, too. This is probably another of my... Grogmar. Very orcish-like. I don't know what the sort of kin or race is for him, but I'll read about it and find out. But he is cool. Like, I love this sculpt. Look how awesome that shield... Almost like... It looks like it was pulled off of a wall, right? Or, you know, maybe it was pulled off... I don't know. He's got, like... It looks like there's spikes coming through it. Jeez. All right, get in focus there. But he is looking really cool. He's got to be a heavy hitter, right? He's got to be your sort of brute type character that just goes in and bashes people over the head. So, but I like him. And then we have, and this is another one, Narinda, which I think, yeah. So really cool, almost rogue-esque, or assassin, or I don't know. Could be a sellsword. Who knows? Pistol. Or flintlock, whatever you want. I mean, blades on the back, like there's two swords on the back, you know, like carrying a broadsword of, and then, yeah, pretty cool. Trench coat / cloak. Yeah, this one's good. I like this. This is a really cool skull. I like this, what's going on here. This is really cool. All right. And where's Sirio? Here's Sirio. Another really good one I like. And that's the thing I like about all the characters really are very unique. All sort of not seeing the same sculpts across the board, very sort of varied. He's carrying a bow. A lot of character to the faces. A lot of sort of action poses that I like. So, and then our final one here is Callan. Maybe the most generic looking one. You know, just in the baseball bat swinging away with his broadsword or long sword there. But he's ready to get it, so. And, yeah, he's, you know, axe on the back there. Yeah, so. We got some old lines. That's okay, right? We clean that up if we want to paint it, so. All right, and that is that's the base miniatures that you get here. If you get the retail version, there are a few, and I'll just sort of, let me just throw, and I'm just going to throw a couple of these up here. These are some of the extras. So like this really cool, saber-toothed bear here, who is one of the wandering monsters that is coming with the Kickstarter version, right? Really cool sculpt there. You have this guy, which I don't know what he is, but he almost looks like that troll, except he's not rotted yet, right? Another wandering, although I don't know, there's a lot. Ugh, yeah. I can't tell what the back is, what's going on with the back, but there's a lot. And he's got like these like tubes here almost, or, yeah. It's almost like he's been modified with dark necrotic energy or magic. I don't know, man. I'm just making this stuff up. Yeah, cool. Oh, and this sort of centipede looking terrifying creature here. And I apologize for not looking up these names for these, but I just sort of wanted to throw a few up here. Yeah, really cool. And then, oh, wow, how could we not? Gotta have a generic rat, right? Just a little tiny rat there. Oh, yeah. Well, there we go. Is there a little rat? All right, and you get a few of those, and then I'll just grab a couple of these characters here that you'll be able to get in the expansions. Throw some of these up. Really cool variety here. Again, a lot of unique individualistic poses and dynamic poses that really have a lot of flavor. So those are two. And grab another two. I like the so he looks like he's casting a spell or doing something. I like the one here with the two, like, I don't know what those are. I guess they're like clubs. But we used to have a character in a miniature. We call them Party Bard. This looks like sort of our Party Bard right here. Anyway, so, and then this feller here, it was almost dwarf-like, but not, right? He almost, and I'll have to see what kind of kin he is, but he's cool. He's got I think it's like an axe or a maul. I don't know what this thing is, but it's cool. I think that's mostly it. Yeah, so, yeah, those are the miniatures. And we'll set that, or take these away here. And there we go. Everything that you'll be getting with your copy of MALADUM Dungeons of Enveron. Well, that is the Kickstarter version. And, we did cover a lot of the extras. I think the one thing I want to say is that the Kickstarter version also came with, you'll get a regular rulebook that's soft cover. This came with a deluxe rulebook for the Kickstarter version, so hardback. I assume this will be also available at some point. So, but yeah, so I'm pretty blown away by just how much is in this box. I think you can pick this up, close to maybe under $100, maybe a little over $100. But I think for most games I've seen in recent time, there's this value, but also there's a lot of goodness in here. Everything from the terrain to the miniatures to the amount of quests and missions and variety and sort of everything is just sort of there's just a lot. Like, you can use the base characters, the base adventurers, or you can create your own. And there's there's different classes. This is very much I think this is very much what I would expect out of any sort of RPG that ever wanted to enter the tabletop space, as far as board gamifying. And this is not an RPG, but it very much sort of is it is tapped into that sphere. And this is a very unique world. I'm just really want to dive deeper into it. And obviously I want to play it and get it all to the table, which I'm going to. But yeah, really amazing content in this for the price, for what you're getting. If you love dungeon crawlers, as I said before, you should probably have already purchased this as you were watching this. Now, no, I just think you're gonna have a lot of fun with this. I can tell. I can tell I'm already gonna have a lot of fun with it. So, but yeah, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. Tell me what you think. Is this something you can see yourself playing and getting into? It is 1 to 4 players. I'm sure you could, sort of. That's also maybe dependent on, if you have 2 parties. For example, there's, you could have 2 rival parties going into a dungeon. Not sure how that would work, but maybe there's rules for that. So maybe that broadens out the players. Either way, yeah. Tell me what you think about it. I'm very excited. Hopefully you're looking to either get your copy or learning more about it. Well, that is about that. Thank you for stopping in 2 Minute Board Gaming. If this is the sort of content you like and want to see more of, let me know. If this is your first time dropping in, thank you. And yeah, please like and subscribe if you're so inclined. I certainly would appreciate it. My name is David, and this has been an unboxing of MALADUM Dungeons of Enveron. I'll see you next time, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.